If you're watching the replay on YouTube, go ahead and skip ahead a few minutes. I'm going to wait for everybody to get on before we get started. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Hey, I'm good. How are you? How was your weekend? I hope it was good. We did have some, situations that we had to deal with, right? Hey, Elias. The weekend was short. It really was, right? It did kind of go by fast. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so I mean, we had the two swords in reverse. We had the world, and then we had the devil on Sunday. So how did that play out for you over the weekend? It did show up in my world, but it was handled, right? I had to go and come back in. Your voice was all over the place. Oh, weird. Mercury retrograde. You dealt with it all? Good for you. Good morning, Mom. Oh my goodness. All right. So welcome in. If you're new here, we get together every Monday and Friday, okay? On Mondays, we look at the energy of Monday through Thursday, and then on Fridays, we look at the energy of Friday through Sunday, okay? You can consider this as your horoscope, right? Except for we use tarot to see what is coming up for us collectively. And it's gonna play out differently in everybody's different scenarios, right? We're not all going to experience the exact same thing, but we'll experience that type of energy in our own way, okay? So if you're interested in tarot and you like to learn more about it or you like to hear about it, then stick around. Watch the replay if you're watching it on YouTube. It seems like it's not very focused. Hopefully it is. And you'll get to see different aspects of the cards and how they can play out in our lives, okay? We're going to use Oracle. We're going to do all that fun stuff. First, what we're going to do is we're going to balance out the heart chakra, okay? This is our connection between the human life and the divine life. And our heart chakra is like that. It's kind of like the gatekeeper of our manifestations because we put a lot in our heart chakra, right? So what we like to do on Mondays is balance it out. This bowl is attuned to the frequency of the heart chakra. All you do is listen to it and breathe, okay? That's all you do. If you want to do something a little bit extra, you can imagine all of the anxiety and the fear and the worry and all that stuff leaving the heart chakra. And you can imagine this golden, beautiful light filling in the heart chakra, okay? So if you can, uncross your legs, sit with your feet flat on the floor. If you can't do that, that's okay. Do what works for you. It's just best if your spine is aligned, okay? So here we go. Just breathe. Now let's collectively take one super deep breath in. Fill your lungs, pick up all that fear and anxiety. Now blow it out quickly. And we let it go, okay? Did y'all hear the dove? I don't know if you can hear it over the bowl. There's a dove out here cooing. So ready for the bowl? Yeah, it feels good. Good morning, Miss Maddie. Good, I'm glad y'all could hear it. Yay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get our blessing for the week. After we get our blessing, y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use. That way we have more of a connection, and then we're going to see what's coming up for us this week, okay? Then after that, we'll get some more oracle cards, okay? So let's see. What is our fairy blessing for this week? Focus on the oracle deck. And let's see. What is our fairy blessing for this week? It feels nice and peaceful with that dove cooing, doesn't it? I like it. I knew I should have opened the window. I did it right before I started the live. Look at that. We got the blessing of fairy magic again. Okay. We have pulled this card. I think it was not last week, but the week before, right? I believe so. So when we see the blessing of fairy magic, that is letting you know that you have the ability to see the results of your intentions, the results of your actions, the results of your emotions. And it's like allowing you to surrender also to the universe. It's like, I release this to you and you bring me what is for me, for my highest good. Okay. It's number 33. 33 is a master number, right? It is the master healer. So there could be something that happens this week that is very healing. Now it's going to be different for everybody, right? It could be part of your body that needs healed. It could be a relationship that needs healed. It could be a financial situation that needs healed. Whatever the situation is for you, you have the opportunity to see something be healed this week. It's like you're getting the blessing of this magic, of this release. And when you allow things to play out as they need to, right? You have healthy boundaries. You're not adding to the agitation, right? Then you start to see progress in that journey. Does that make sense? How do I know when to stop shuffling? It's just an intuitive thing. Everybody has their own like feelings of when to stop shuffling. For me, it's an intuitive thing. So good question. It was last Monday. I thought last Monday we had the one of honesty. Maybe I'm thinking of the week before. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here live. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, we have the blessing of fairy magic. Like I said, it could be something that gets healed. It is something that probably a long time coming. I mean, especially with Mercury retrograde, right? We have all of this strife, like the potential strife, right? And so it could be that you have the opportunity to review a situation and go back and see it healed, okay? You're struggling to learn when to stop shuffling. Yeah, just whenever you intuitively feel it. So you'll notice when I start to shuffle, I kind of go into like, I'll stare off and I'll go into like a meditative type of space. And it's just a feeling that I feel and I just stop and then I pull the card. So yeah, don't overthink it, okay? That's the thing about tarot and oracle. Don't overthink it, all right? Okay, so we're gonna pick our deck. Y'all choose. I want you to vote in the comments, but please only vote one time. And on TikTok and on YouTube, both of y'all, if you could help me keep count of the votes, that would be great. That'd be really helpful. Okay, so deck number 1, Red Fairy Tarot. Okay. Deck number 2, the Light Seers Tarot. So which one, deck 1 or deck 2? Okay, TikTok is getting it with ones. Okay. YouTube coming in slow, but y'all are balanced right now. Kelly, I see your comment, deck 1. I don't know why it hid that. What? Live restricted for some audiences. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Commercial disclosure and paid marketing. What? I didn't do anything. Hang on. Hang on. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because you may be promoting a brand, product, or service. Oh my God. This is so annoying. I guess I'm going to turn it on every freaking time. God, TikTok, swear to God, I didn't even say anything. Okay. Which one won? Y'all help me. Was it deck 1? Yeah, it would be different if I was promoting something, but we're literally just doing the live. I guess because I talk about the different decks. I don't know. Whatever. I'm over it. Was it deck 1 or 2 that won? Deck 1? Okay. I thought so. All right. See, Mercury retrograde. Shit happens, you know? It is what it is. God. Oh, man. Exactly. This is why machines shouldn't make decisions. Exactly. There was somebody on Facebook that posted a picture of what they found under the pyramids, right? I'm sure y'all seen those posts, right? Where they found the pillars and everything underneath the pyramids. And on Facebook, it got a violation for nudity and something else. And they're like, wait, what? Yeah. Oh, gosh. This is why we don't put our complete faith in things like AI and machines, right? So be very careful. Yes, Mercury is retrograde. Okay, so let's come back to center. Breathe. Let's find out what our messages are for this week. What are our messages for this week, Monday through Thursday? Okay, for today, Monday, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? Hang on a second. So when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, it can indicate being in an emotional state, okay? Remember how I said there could be something healed this week? There could be some sort of emotional issue that comes up that needs to be healed. Because when she's direct, she is in control. She is that healing energy, okay? When she's reversed, her emotions are all over the place. She's feeling overwhelmed. She could be a little bit emotionally manipulative, okay? So we want to be careful of that. So either this is connecting to you or it's connecting to somebody that you can come into contact with today, okay? So just know that if you come across a feminine energy, now this can be masculine, like it could be a male or a female, right? It could be somebody who's just overly emotional, or you can see that they are emotionally manipulative throughout your day, and you're like, you know what, I got to set a boundary here, right? So when we do that, we really take our power back from that person, okay? We don't allow them to cross boundaries and manipulate us. We see it for what it is, right? But you also have to have personal awareness. If you are feeling emotional today, then it's your responsibility to check yourself, like, right? To step back and see the situation as it is. Be like, okay, I'm feeling a little emotional today. I'm not going to take this out on other people, right? How many have done that? I've done that. Like, I can tell when I'm irritable. I can tell when I'm emotional, and I'm like, okay, I've got to check my responses. And so before I clap back at somebody, I reframe my tone. I reframe how I'm going to say something. Okay. And that's how you take your power back and you don't let your emotions get the best of you. Okay. So, all in all, it could be a bit of an emotional day. It's a minor arcana, so not a huge deal, something that you can very well control. Okay. Let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the 10 of Wands. So when we see the 10 of Wands, this can indicate a couple of things. Let me put these down because I like to use my hands. So the 10 of Wands, all in all, can represent a burden, right? Well, what is this burden? When we're looking at it as a specific day, like the theme of the day, the burden could be that you have a lot of work that you have to do tomorrow, okay? It could also indicate that you are nearing the end of a journey that has not been easy. For example, tomorrow is the last class for my tarot apprenticeship students, and they are doing their certification tomorrow. So this is the end of a journey where they have put forth so much time, energy, and effort into learning the cards, and now they're going to demonstrate their abilities and get their certification. Make sense? So it could be on Tuesday, you're nearing the end of a journey that has been a little bit time consuming, taking up all your energy, all of that stuff. Okay. But also, if you do feel like you have a lot going on Tuesday, what do you need to do? Take some of that stuff off your plate. If you need to delegate something, delegate something. Okay. Don't think that you have to carry everything yourself. That is not your responsibility. Okay. All right. Let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, the Seven of Pentacles. I like that. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is about you reap what you sow. I mean, all in all, that's what the Seven of Pentacles is talking about. So you might start to see some sort of results of your efforts on Wednesday. Okay. So for example, they go through their certification on Wednesday, they get their certificate, right? They see the results of their efforts. It is about also, you need to practice your patience on Wednesday. Okay. Because it's telling you that whatever you do on Wednesday, whatever you initiate will present or produce results, but you're going to have to be patient. So it could also indicate that there might be just some shit going on externally and you have to put your patient pants on. Okay. It's going to be the word of your day, patience, right? But if you have been working on something, you might, like I said, see some results happen on Wednesday. Done with that. It's been so bad on Tuesday. Oh, you'll be okay. I promise. Okay. You've got this. Good. I'm glad. I'm helping you understand. All right, let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So there may be something going on here that's been delayed. Okay. Number one, watch your spending on Thursday. So Wednesday would be a better time if you're investing in something. Thursday, I would wait. Okay. If you're also, expecting some sort of offer, maybe like a new job or something like that, it could be delayed on Thursday, or it could be that you get this offer and then you realize maybe it's not for you. Okay. I would just be careful because we are in Mercury retrograde. Okay. So what that means is if you're making a big purchase, especially when it comes to new electronics, a new car, a new contract, something like that, I would be very careful doing that. I would take a look at it and read through it 3 times if need be before signing on the dotted line. Okay. So whatever it may be, it could be that there's just delays happening, and just be careful with spending your money. Okay. So you can handle it. All of this is minor arcana, so you don't have to worry about that. You can easily handle all of these situations. Okay. It's something that is allowing you to take your power back and to look at the situation as it is, right? Because that's what tarot is all about. It's about you being in control of your decision making. Instead of life happening to you, you see life happening for you and with you. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Look, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So we have 2 aces in reverse. Not the best time to begin something new. This feels more like an energy of like finishing things up. Okay, how does that resonate? And you could be feeling a bit tired this week. Okay, that's what this underlying energy is. And you know, when we're tired, we get emotional, right? That's why we have the Queen of Cups here, right? Emotional, we get the Monday blues, all of that. So it's allowing you to take a step back and recognize, okay, I'm just tired. I don't want to take this out on other people. I'm just going to do whatever I need to do in order to help myself to feel better and to reframe the way I say things and just be aware, okay? All the last few days, so tired. Yeah. I mean, and that's bound to happen. Just with, you know, when Mercury's retrograde, our mind just goes. And that can really exhaust you. Yeah. And if you find yourself being tired, what you can do is you can go like maybe on a 10-minute walk. Okay. Get yourself some endorphins going and go on a quick walk just to kind of clear your mind, get some fresh air, do whatever you got to do, and then allow yourself to come back to center. Okay? All right, let's see what else. Making a big decision this week. Okay. It would be better on Wednesday if you can do that. On Thursday is not the best time to do that. Today, it seems that everything's a bit cloudy. Tomorrow, it could be maybe you finally come to the conclusion of your decision. But yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday would be best for that. Good. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? And it's kind of like an energy, you know, with the blessing of fairy magic, it's like an energy of not so much doing this week. It's more kind of like an energy of being, or like I said, wrapping things up. Just made a big life change on Saturday. Now I'm nervous. No, don't be nervous. You're good. Oh no, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. That happens. That's the first thing they go after. It's like when they can't control life, they're going to go control their spending. Okay. Here we have the thinking man. Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever pulled this card out of this deck. I've been using this deck for just about every reading that I do because I love this deck, and I don't think I've ever pulled this card. You know, it's funny, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I know there are cards, many cards in this deck that I've yet to pull. Well, here we go. The thinking man, number 46. Let's read his message. Whoop. Let's see. Which question? Okay, you're saying I don't see your question. Do you see that I'm doing a collective reading? That's why I didn't answer your question, because I'm doing a collective reading. If it was personal readings, then I would be doing personal readings, okay? So it's not very nice to come onto somebody's live and expect me to do a reading for you to answer your question whenever you haven't taken the time to see what's going on, okay? So that's why I haven't answered the question, okay? All right, so we have the thinking man. It says, male of wisdom and understanding. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to this information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, or a healing practice could change your life forever. I mean, 100%. If you're going to learn something new, that will dramatically change your life. I mean, that's just self-explanatory, right? When you learn new skills, you can apply them to your life, and then that opens up more doors of opportunity for you. So you may have somebody that you come into contact with this week that you want to learn from, or that can help you heal whatever situation that you've been dealing with, right? That's the blessing of fairy magic. It's like things appear that you need. Got it? Oh, nice. That's cool, Elizabeth. I love it too. It's great. Wait, you pull that one every time? I missed that. That's interesting. And with it being number 46, right, as we talk about in numerology, right, 4 is looking at things as they are, being very logical about the situation, thinking about it, right? Think before you act. 6 is about it's nurturing, it's connected to families, connected to responsibility. It's also balance and harmony, okay? So it's like, think about what is going to be the best course of action for you as far as your highest good. And then we bring them together and it's 10. Well, we do have the 10 of wands showing up here, right? But also we bring it back down to the 1 because in numerology, we only use 1 digit unless it's a master number, right? 1 is the self. 1 is creation. 1 is action, okay? So this is telling you to think before you act. Look at what is, what's going to be the best for your highest good, and then you can act, okay? Let's see what else we need to know. Let me see right quick if I can do something. Hang on one sec. Elizabeth, I hope you don't mind. I just made you a moderator to help with the chat, if you don't mind. If anybody else needs to be a moderator, I'm happy to do that. All right, let's see what else. I meant to check that at the beginning, but I forgot. Whoop, come on now. Thank you. So yeah, if there's any like, you know, trolls or whatever, you can just mute them or like delete it or whatever you need to do. Because YouTube is like crazy. All right, what else do we need to know this week? All right, we got talisman, but it's in reverse. Okay, this is number 49. So that's interesting. We have 46 and then we have 49. So let's see what we need to know. A reverse talisman card warns that you must be aware of the repetitive patterns in your life. I mean, yeah, we're all that way, right? Sometimes the things that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yet, here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a new direction. Consider this. If you have fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? If you know where the hole lies, treasure that wisdom. Kind of makes you feel like a dodo, right? Although the universe is unlimited, every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. That said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain greater wisdom, regardless of the choice you make. This is the time to ask others who have been here before for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. Okay? Remember how I always guide y'all to only talk to people that are walking the walk? Learn from people that are walking the walk instead of just talking the talk. I think we all, learned a lot about that whenever we had the threat to TikTok. And all of the spiritual people, all the astrologers, they were like freaking out. They were saying their goodbyes. They were like trying to predict all this negative stuff, and none of it happened. Right? A lot of them were revealed for who they are. Egotistical, control freaks who just want to feed off of your fear, right? So I was telling everybody, like, what are you afraid of? Everything's going to be fine. Just relax and breathe. We are in a 9 year. 9 is where things come to conclusion, where things come to light. It is a higher wisdom type of energy. So there's no wonder that we're seeing all of this stuff come to light. And it's weird to me that everybody's like freaking out. And I'm like, you guys, this is what happens in a 9 year. Okay. So I get a lot of comments in my videos and whatnot about people appreciating the fact that, you know, I look at the way things are and I'm not fear mongering and things like that. So you want to follow and learn from or listen to the people that are walking the walk. So use your discernment as you're going through social media, as you're picking a mentor, as you're picking a tarot reader or astrologer or whatever it is. Use your discernment to see, are they actually walking the walk, or are they just regurgitating stuff that you hear all over social media? Kind of like, if you're seeing this video, it means it's meant for you. No, it means you're scrolling on social media and you finally came across it because it's in your niche. So, yeah. I haven't used this deck in a long time, so let's use this. Yeah, a lot of truth came out about the fakes, yeah. All right, let's see. What do we need to know? What else do we need to know this week? And speaking of which, we have the 49, right? Seeing what is, and things are coming to light. So, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Nope, didn't split properly. For whoever was asking about when to know when to stop shuffling, if it doesn't split clean when I separate the deck, then I keep going. That just tells me that it's not done. There we go. Ooh, self-esteem. Okay. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Remember how I was saying earlier that this is a time where you take a step back, assess the situation, and you make decisions that are based on your highest good. Anytime I'm doing a reading, like before I start the live, I always say, you know, please bring the messages that are for the highest good from the highest good. Okay? Because I want the highest good for all of us. Right? Anytime I do a personal reading, I always ask for messages from the highest good for the highest good. So you can do the same thing, like help me make the best decision for my highest good and for those involved, right? And then you're going to get answers. You're going to start to see things play out in front of you. So that's what I was saying. Like this week is more kind of like a receptive, like take it easy type of week. And like I said, on Wednesday, you might see some fruits of that labor, or it could be that you're investing into something on Wednesday. And then Thursday is the time where you're like, I wouldn't spend a lot of money. I wouldn't sign any major contracts on that day. It's just not a real healthy day. If anything, I would do it on Wednesday, okay? So this is telling you, self-esteem, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Every single person has these abilities. It's not just me. It's not just the other people you see on social media or on TV. Every single person. Okay? It just depends on how much you are willing to tap into them. Does that make sense? Hey, Regina. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? I accidentally shuffled these the wrong way, so that's why I turned it. Okay, so we have grace. Look at that, okay? This is about you giving yourself grace and understanding that the universe wants to work with you, right? The universe always gives you grace. It's typically you that gives yourself the hardest time. Tell me I'm wrong, right? We all do it. We're all so hard on ourselves, and the universe is like, just relax. It's okay. You know, you're going through this experience for the first time in your human consciousness, right? We've been through this experience probably thousands of times, right? As past lives. But right now, this is your conscious first time. And so you're just trying to make it through life. We're all in survival mode. We're all trying to do the things. So it's like, give yourself grace. And that's why I say this week feels more like a type of week, letting yourself relax, letting yourself step back and reevaluate what is going on and how do you want to respond to the situation. Okay? And that one is number 25. So 2 is about balance. It's about duality, making decisions. And 5 is change. Okay, it could be something that is unexpected that has changed in your life. And when we bring them together, it's 7. 7 is that spiritual number. So it's you, if you're wanting change in your life, then we have to connect to our higher self, to our highest good, and to the divine, right? And if things are shifting and changing, we still need to connect. That way we have that support and that guidance. Look at the bottom, the wolf. I love that one. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? Whoops, these cards. What else do we need to know this week? Ooh, we got the lizard regeneration. I love that. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. What I was just telling y'all, we're all in survival mode, right? Every single one of us. So relax and give yourself grace, okay? No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration, okay? Remember how I was saying earlier, if you learn something new, if you learn a new skill or whatever it may be, okay, in any different aspect of your life, it could be that maybe you're learning tarot, maybe you're learning astrology, maybe you're learning finance, maybe you're learning about health and wellness, maybe you're learning about coaching, whatever it may be, the more skills that you learn about and you incorporate into your life, the more opportunities are going to open up for you. Right? Does that mean that you have to be studying 24/7 and you have to have all these things under your belt? No. Find what interests you and then go with it. Okay? And if it evolves over time into something a little bit different, that's okay. Okay? Because everything is a stepping stone, right? It's kind of like we're going through this phase where we're like shedding the skin this week. That's what it feels like. Okay, especially with this regeneration, it's telling you whatever is shifting and changing, it's helping you. I see all these bunnies running across my backyard. It's so funny. Whatever is shifting and changing is helping you to move in this new direction as this new energy. Does that make sense? I'm trying to paint a picture here. Thank you. Have a great day. Is that making sense? Especially being in between 2 eclipses. I mean, they are meant to shake things up. And the reason why it shakes things up is for us to come to this realization, us to come to this new way of seeing things and moving or navigating through this journey. Okay, so you might, like you went into this eclipse portal, right? One way. With Mercury retrograde, it's having you reflect on a lot of stuff, right? Venus retrograde, having you reflect on a lot of things, connected to your value, your self-worth, all of that. And then we have the last eclipse, not of the year, but of this little portal time. And you might come out feeling totally different, okay? And if you don't feel totally different, that's okay. I mean, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm a whole new person. It could be that you've already been working on all this stuff, and it's like the fine-tuning happening, okay? It's going to be different for everybody. But it's just telling you that it's okay to really kind of like reinvent yourself as far as it being your true authentic self instead of living in accordance to other people. Does that make sense? We are all in this together. Absolutely. We're all on the same roller coaster. It's just how you choose to enjoy it or not is your decision, Aries energy is being lit up this week. Retrograde, solar eclipse, and Neptune all in Aries. Yes, Neptune and Aries. I mean, gosh, you guys. That's my rising sign, so holy cow. Makes sense? Good. Let it go and let the flow happen. Yes, 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 yes. See, y'all have got it. Let's see. And that really goes with, the self-esteem card, right? Because we do have to work on our self-esteem. Aries, it rules the first house, and that is the house of I am. And it's asking you, like, who are you now? Not who were you last week or last year. Who are you now? Who do you want to be? What is your soul really calling? So, good morning. All right, let's see what else. Look, see, we have, excuse me, we have bad health. Remember how I told you, it does feel like this week is about you kind of like resting and regenerating and just kind of like letting things just kind of play out this week, right? I mean, there's some things that could be done this week, but if you don't have to do much of anything, if you don't have to make any major plans or do anything big, then that's best, okay? Because this is more so like, let me just woosah, let me just relax and let let the week play out. And I see it for what it is, right? This is why we pull the cards for each day, so you can see the day through that lens of like, okay, like tomorrow we have the 10 of Wands, right? The 10 of Wands is like, God, it's heaviness, it's burden, it's so much to do. It's just like I'm carrying everything on my back. And it's telling you don't have to do that. So you can start delegating or just removing those things. You're like, oh, now I get to relax. Okay? So if you feel like you're not in the best of energetic, emotional, physical health, then this is the time for you to really pay attention to that and start making better choices for yourself. And it's number 31. So what does that mean? 3 is expression, it's communication. Your body is communicating to you. Okay? If you're inflamed, it's communicating to you. If you're getting sick, it's communicating to you. There might be something where you're pushing yourself too much to where your body makes you rest and relax. Okay? We don't want to get to that spot. We want to make sure we're taking care of our body all the time. Definitely been shooketh. Breathing and trying not to emotionally react. Good. And what you can do is like, universe, guide and protect me. Let everything that is for my highest good come to play, and I welcome your support. I welcome your guidance. I mean, you can just say all those positive things that'll help you to relax, okay? Let's see. All right, what else do we need to know this week? Ooh, come on. Hang on. These cards always stick together. Okay. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Remember, I was talking about these abilities, right? Every single person has spiritual abilities. It's not just me. It's not just the people you see on TV or other social media accounts, right? You have the ability to connect. You have the ability to do all the things. You have the ability to take control of your life, right? So it says, we all have superpowers. Well, there you go. But it's upon us, but it's up to us to discover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. This is why I was saying, if there's something that you want to learn about it, okay? Because it's going to open up other opportunities, other avenues for you, and you can help humanity by doing the thing or teaching the thing, okay? It says, today's soul action. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? We are all going through this massive awakening. I mean, we are finding out so many things that are changing the scope of what we thought, humanity was or the past was and all that. It's changing. It's shaking everything. I'm so here for it. I love it because to me, none of it ever resonated. So now we're starting to learn more of the truth. And I'm like, please bring it on. because I'm curious. I want to know. So yeah, using whatever you have to help the world awaken more is going to just bring you more and more opportunities and more discoveries and to really all the good things, honestly. Okay, me tapping into reading tarot, teaching tarot, doing Reiki and life and relationship coaching, doing all these things has opened up more doors and opportunity for me than I ever thought it would. Okay, and you going after what you're interested in can open up doors of opportunity that you never thought would. Okay, very possible. Let's use this one. Whoop. This one has a lot of cards. Yeah, our temple's being found. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I'm like so here for it. Tell us more. It's probably like one massive battery for Earth. I'm just kidding. I don't even know. Good for you. Yes, it's always best to start your own business if you can. I mean, let me tell you, you will work your ass off in your own business, but it's so much more rewarding because number one, you're doing what your passion is and you're helping to build your own empire instead of being a modern day slave to somebody else. So, you think the temples have finally been revealed? Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll never forget. I don't know if my mom is still on this live right now. I'll never forget when I was a kid. This is like a core memory and I don't know why. Okay. When I was a kid, I remember turning to my mom. I was in the living room. She was in the kitchen. And I told my mom, I said, people back in the past, they used to live a lot longer than we live today. And she was like, no, actually they lived a lot shorter lives than we live today. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, no, that's wrong. But I had to accept it because I was just a kid and I was like, oh, I didn't know any better. But I'm thinking way in the past. She's thinking like, a couple hundred years ago or whatever, maybe a couple thousand years ago. I was like, thinking my child mind was still connected. And I'm like, no, they live longer. And it stuck with me because I knew that wasn't correct. Have y'all ever had anything like that happen to you? Yeah, see, Marty, I know. I knew it. I was just like, no, they live longer. Survival mode all my life. I have no idea what my passion is. It's time to do some discovery. Ooh, look, we have number 11. It's hard to see on these cards because they're so light. Hey, I'm glad you popped in. Yes, they definitely live longer. I know. I'm like, they live hundreds of years. So, okay. Relationship, emotions, number 11. Your negative and uncomfortable emotions indicate that you need to change your beliefs and perspectives. I mean, yeah. If you are feeling discomfort in different areas of your life, it's telling you that, yes, you have to change your perspective. And the way you do that is you learn about what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. Just like we have the Queen of Cups, right? She's in reverse. And I always tell y'all, you can turn it direct, but you have to literally change your perspective. Like if you're feeling irritable, if you're feeling moody, whatever it may be, you recognize it and you accept it. And that's okay because we're not always going to have sunshine and rainbows, right? Some days we're just in a mood. Sometimes it's hormonal, we don't know. But when we step back and we look at it through a different perspective, we're like, okay, I understand that I'm irritable, I'm moody, and I'm not going to project that on other people. That changes everything, okay? Because you're not like vomiting that negativity all over everybody else. You're not expecting other people to feel just as shit as you do. And that's major, okay? I dreamed of things to tell my grandmother, but it was buried under the religion. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Self-reflection and awareness. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, those are like so important. If you don't have self-reflection and awareness, then you just might as well forget it. Okay? There's too many people on these apps trying to bypass that. And that's when they start having real problems in life because they are refusing to look at themselves. They want to bypass it and just project it onto other people or blame other people for everything. But until you have awareness of who you are, how you act, how you're moving through life, you won't experience anything positive or productive, okay? You cannot bypass that. There are no hacks around healing or self-awareness. Just hate to burst your bubble, but not really. All right, let's see. What is our money message for this week? Good. That's awesome, Elizabeth. She said, yes, I've done that as a child a lot. My kids did it too. I always encourage them to go within, always to help them in the weird situations we've had. Yep. Oh yeah, we experience all kinds of weird stuff too. Yes, respond, don't react. Yes. I get it. Same here, Melissa. That's why they keep us distracted and don't teach us, yes, to know ourselves or go within. I'm telling you, that is a major factor of it. When you're in fear mode, you're not thinking properly. You're not going within, okay? You're looking outwards for the threat, right? That's why they keep us in fear mode. And that's why they keep us segregated, because if we all came together, we would have the answers to the universe. That's my opinion. I've felt this way forever, and I can see it clearly, okay? Because the more separate you keep people, we can't talk. We can't compare notes. We can't use each other's abilities because we all have collective abilities, but we also have unique abilities, right? So like me personally, like the Asian community is good with energy and you know, all of that. The African community is good with rhythm and dance, like music, right? We heal through music. It's vibrational, you know, so you can see all the different collective abilities. If we brought them together, we'd figure it all out, my opinion. All right, what else do we need to know? What is our money message for this week? What is our money message for this week? Unfulfilled. Okay, let's see what that has to tell us. There's 3 ways to resonate with this card, okay? This is your money message for the week. You could have an emotional attachment to a job that is no longer serving you. You know what I say about if you feel like a job is no longer serving you, right? Like you've already decided that you're unhappy in your career. The universe is going to make you more unhappy. Because why? It's trying to push you and motivate you to go to find something that makes you happy. Okay, that you feel fulfilled. Number 2, explore your wants and needs and consider a change. We've talked about that, right? It's a week of going within to figure out, who am I now? What am I connected to now? What is my connection to myself? And how is that being reflected in my finances? Number 3, you are unhappy with your income, but too scared to make any changes. I think that one just called out a bunch of people. I'm going to read that again. You're unhappy with your income, but too scared to make any changes. Let me know how that resonates. I finally owned my copy of your book and got Ace of Pentacles reversed twice. Oh, interesting. And we got it this week too. Let me verify myself. Hang on. There we go. Finally making the decision to take the leap. I got you. Nailed it. Just left your corporate job. Good for you. I'll be singing that song for the rest of the day. I can see clearly now. Yes, they changed the frequencies to music too because they know They know that music is healing, vibration, frequency, all that is healing. Yep, yep, yep. I'm glad y'all resonate with the way I see things too. We all like see them the same way. Venus retrograde can bring a revelation to reveal what needs to change or reaffirm what you value. Yes, especially when it comes to money. 100%. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like, you know, am I just chasing money? If you're chasing money, guess what? Money's going to run. If you are doing something that feeds your soul, if you're doing something that helps humanity and yourself, money is like, think about it this way. You see a person who is very caring and giving, and they want to help humanity, right? They're doing the things, they're teaching, they're guiding, they're whatever it may be, right? You value them. You're attracted to them because they're doing something positive. They're helping humanity, right? So you're attracted to them. Same thing with money. Money is literally a frequency or a tool. So if you're doing good things for yourself and for humanity, money is attracted to that. It's like a relationship. It's very attractive. Okay. But if you see somebody coming after you, trying to get your money all the time and only, you know, doing it for their own selfish needs, guess what? You're going to run. Same thing with money. Excuse me. If you're chasing money, doing all this, money's going to run. Listen to that. Chasing money. That is why word awareness is important. Yes. What you say is what will be. 100%. Yep. What else? What else? You know, and if you're feeling stressed, what you can do is, you know how we do the bowl, the singing bowl at the beginning of our session, and I tell you to take one super deep breath in, pick up all the heaviness and fear, and then blow it out. You can go outside under the moon. You can do it under the sun, whichever feels connected to you. Do that. Breathe in deep, pick it all up, and then let it go to the universe. Okay? And release it. And you can affirm, I trust you. I trust you because you can see more things than I can see. And I'm grateful for your support. You can say any of those affirmations that help you to come back to center, to find that peace. Okay? All right, we have saving grace. So we have two mentions of grace happening. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. Remember how I said there could be something healed this week? There we go. Release burdens. Well, there you go. I was just saying that. Embrace clarity and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing new insights to guide your path. Okay? There you go. We're letting things go. The more you harbor things, the more you hang on to things, the more you're going to feel awful. Okay. Let's see. What else? You know what? We haven't used this one in a while. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Nope, didn't split properly. There we go. Ooh, we have Eva. Reminds me of, what is it, Wally? Eva. Number 16. Let's see what she wants to tell us, okay? It's a really pretty card. I knew it was going to be something like this. Duplicity, deception, and caution. Out of the jungle steps a woman, half of her body covered with exotic plants and flowers. A snake wriggles around her neck. The woman presents herself like a sweet fruit to be picked. She offers excitement and novelty, but be careful, her kiss could be as toxic as the bite of a snake. Like a deceitful friend or lover, her unreadable countenance masks her true intentions. That's why I said we have the Queen of Cups in reverse here, okay? It's you having the ability to recognize who this person could be in your day-to-day life, okay? Who is the person who is emotionally manipulative? Who is the person who is like you kind of keep at an arm's distance? This could be somebody that you work with. It could be a friend. It could even be a family member, okay? And it's telling you that it's your job to set the boundary, your job to set the distance, your job to recognize the situation for what it is, okay? Now, let me tell you, if it's you acting this way, then it's your responsibility to get your shit together and know that whatever you're doing, the manipulation that you're doing is putting on negative karma on you. Got it? Okay. Could it be self? Yeah, and that's what I was just going over. Perfectly asked. Yep. And it could be you also, if we want to look at it as you doing it to yourself, it could be you talking yourself out of things, you putting yourself down, you not believing that you're worthy. It's all those negative things, okay? Now, an aspect of this card, it would be more so like you doing this to another person or another person doing this to you, okay? But then again, with it being a collective reading, yes, I do like to look at all the aspects. So, yeah. All right, time for our favorite, the Rebel deck. All right, let's see. What is it that we need to know? If you're easily offended, it's time to scroll away. You love the money message? Good. Let's see. What is our message for this week? Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. So what does that mean to you? Stop hiding. Stop staying, closed up in your home or, just focused on work. It's telling you to wake up. You're missing life. You're missing your miracles. You're missing all the good things. Go do something. Okay? Get outside, get some vitamin D, get your ass up and connect to the earth. Go for a 10-minute walk, whatever works for you. But all in all, it's about you waking up and seeing the miracles of life, of seeing the magic in life and being like a participant in your life. Okay? Open your eyes because you are missing a lot. Hiding away is never going to do you any justice. Yeah, our collective message to what we're talking about. Absolutely. Stop staying comfortable and get out there. Yep. Get back in the game of life. Yes. Put me in, coach. I love it. So, yeah. It's just, that's what the universe wants for you. The universe wants you to have an experience. It wants you to move and to really accomplish what you set to come to this life to experience. Okay? Because we are all going through soul evolution. We're all going through soul experiences. And you didn't come here to spend your entire life sitting in your home, right? You're meant to have experiences. Some are going to be good, some not so good. But so what? As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, you know what I'm going to say. It doesn't matter. Okay? Life is an experience. It's an adventure. And when you see it as such, you stop taking things so personally. Okay? So, I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you need anything, everything is on TikTok, linked in my bio, and on YouTube, everything is linked in the description, okay? I will be back here Friday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we will look at what's coming up for us during the weekend. Also, if I have availability on Wednesday, I will come on and do readings for everybody, okay? So be on the lookout for that, All right. So if you need anything else, like I said, everything is linked to my bio. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you missed the message on YouTube or TikTok, the replay is going to be uploaded on YouTube. Okay. So make sure you subscribe so you get the notification when it posts. All right. So thank you all. I'll see you on Friday. Have a great week.